Well, we are live, and it is not Tuesday, it's Thursday, and we're out here in Akron. Tell us where we're at.
We are at Jilly's Music Room over in the Northside District, and we're here for Dr. Sketchy's Anti-Art School.
Tell us, I've been here several times, and I absolutely love it. But give us a quick 10,000-foot introduction into what it would be like if you walk into a Dr. Sketchy session.
Sure. So what we go, it's like a life drawing class, but we try and have good music. We do it at a bar so you can get a drink and you can chill out with your friends and relax. And then we try and get art or models that are kind of we go for a lot of burlesque performers, a lot of like alt models, things like that. So that's very interactive. We try and have fun, and we do some quick poses early on, and then we go into longer poses.
Like quick poses, how long is a quick pose?
So we usually start out like 1 minute gesture poses, just so you can get like the dynamic action poses, and then we'll go in. So we'll do a couple of 1 minutes, then we'll go into 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and just kind of lengthen them out from there.
What I love about this location is it's energetic. Like you said, I mean, we've got great servers that are serving food and drinks. Mm-hmm. There's music, which there's very often not music in a lot of the other drawing courses. What does that add?
So I feel what that adds, because you're in an environment that has distractions. They're fun distractions, and I think what that adds to it. A lot of times we, as artists, we tend to focus and we get real serious and we want to get in the zone. And here we're trying to open up and we're trying to, create little fun distractions and just learn to have fun when you're drawing and creating your art, things like that.
I'll tell you what, as we walked in, when I say we, I walked into Steve, he's a friend, and I'm like, so what do you want to order? And we ordered whiskey. Mm-hmm. And as that whiskey was sitting there, he dipped his brush in. He's a whiskey painter, and probably that many places you can order whiskey and start dipping your brushes in. Mm-hmm. But
oh yeah, like we have. A lot of folks will bring just their sketchbooks. We have folks who bring like huge pieces of paper and just spread them out on the floor, and they'll get paint. We have digital artists. We have artists from all different disciplines: painters, cartoonists. You name it.
We know in the background, behind you, they're kind of setting up for that next pose. And so here at Dr. Sketchy's, there are dynamic poses. The model comes in and there's maybe some different wardrobe changes, and then sometimes a little bit more figure and life drawing here too.
Yes. So our shows are like 3 hours long, and like the first hour, we have a little more clothing, and then less and less generally as the show goes on.
How long has Dr. Sketchy in Akron been meeting?
We've been the Akron franchise has been around for I think about 15 years now. Andrew and Joe and myself took it over about 6 or 7 years ago, and we were off during the pandemic, but we're back and bigger than ever.
Now, I remember drawn and quartered, and you had some Dr. Sketchy representation there. Mm-hmm. And you're wearing like Dr. Lab coats. Like, what's all that about?
Well, I do have a lab coat. It's a little warm for it today, but yeah, we try and just create a fun, inviting environment for a lot of different people. So.
You said the Dr. Sketchy, the franchise. When I heard the word franchise, that suggested there's other Dr. Sketchys, right?
There are other Dr. Sketchy. It is a global phenomenon. There are Dr. Sketchy franchises all over the world. Sydney, Australia, New York City. There's one in Tokyo. All over the place. So it's attracted its audience.
Yeah,
we found each other.
And the most important Dr. Sketchy is right here in Akron,
Absolutely.
Ohio. Are there any other Dr. Sketchys in Ohio?
There used to be one in Cleveland. I think they lost their space a couple of years ago. So There are some other drink and draw events up in there, but I think, as far as I know, we're the exclusive franchise here in the Buckeye State.
Yeah, we absolutely love the fact that you're bringing a whole different experience to the life draw, and I like the fact that what I heard you say was our show is 3 hours long because it's a show.
I do, yeah. We do think of it as a show. We try and we have a sheet that has it paced out. Costume change. We switch from 3 minutes to 5 minutes to 8 minutes. Sometimes we'll take a break and we'll do like a contest or something. Actually, that brings me to another point. So at the end of the night, we invite everybody to bring whatever their favorite work is and bring it up and put it on the stage, and we all get to share. And we usually have some very silly prizes to hand out, and not best, but like whatever catches our eye. And that's like my favorite part of the night, because again, we have all kinds of different disciplines of artists here, and so you get such a diverse and fun selection of art that you get to look at, and you can go, oh, I love, somebody, and we all feed off of that too. I'll see somebody started using colored pencils, and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea, and I swiped it, right? And so and we all feed on each other, and we all, there is some learning that happens, but for the most part, it's very fun.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I just have one more question. I'm just going to do kind of a pan. And they're just going to go off. But thanks for letting us just kind of pop up here at the Dr. Sketchy Akron. We're at Jilly's Music Room, right?
Jilly's Music Room, and one night a month, Jilly's Art Room.
Jilly's Art Room, and it's typically a Thursday. Is it like the second, third?
It is the second Thursday of every month. And you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. We usually post pictures from our events on Instagram. So you can see what you missed, and then come on out. Second Thursday of every month. We usually start around 7.
And I lied because I said that was going to be the last question, but I have one more, and that is there are a number of artists that join us. My guess is 20, 30, sometimes 40, 50 at a full house.
We have gone into overflow into the front room of Jilly's occasionally.
And people are driving, sometimes 45 minutes, an hour, sometimes longer to get here.
We do have a couple of folks who travel for business and things like that, and when they're in town for on a Thursday night, they'll swing by, and it's always great to see them.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for letting us pop up here. We're again with Dr. Sketchy. We're in Akron, and they meet again on a Thursday monthly, and we'll keep an eye on them because they're doing some great things. And again, I know Drawn and Quarter is coming up here again in August, I think, and so we'll probably see some white coats and some really great talent from the Akron, Kent area represented down there too. Thank you again.
Awesome.
That's perfect.
Yay.
Cool.
I did it.